Guys, it is Sunday. It's 3:58 and I got some book mail to the new week's reading vlog. Yeah, all that good junk. Wow, I actually did that correctly, but it didn't open the thing. How the hell does that work? Okay, so I have my Gardening skincare kit here. I got the rose water one because if you guys can see, I am breaking the fuck out because of all having to wear a fucking mask every day, and I get really sweaty at my job, and so it's like trapped on my face, and I think that's why I'm breaking out so bad. I have like so many pimples all in this area. So I got some skincare because I don't actually really, I mean, I use Clean and Clear like morning burst in the mornings, and then I use like the calming one at night. Like I wash my face in the morning and at night, but I don't like moisturize or do whatever all that shit is. I don't really know about that. And then another one package. This one actually has books in it. Okay. So we have The Wicker King by K. Harkrum. And this is gay, so that's why we got it. And then I also got We Unleash the Merciless Storm, which is the sequel to We Set the Dark on Fire, which I'm gonna need to reread before I read this because I remember absolutely nothing. But Let Reckoning Reign, I love that. That's a fun time. That's great. Alright, and then we have Once and Future by Amy Rose Capetta and Corey McCarthy, which this is one of the books that my friend recommended that I get because she was like, well, what do you want? And I was like, I want gay fantasy. And she was like, oh, you should read this because it's a Merlin retelling. And I'm like, I can get behind that. So I'm really excited for that. Oh, I saw something queer. Oh, a rip-roaring, no-holds-barred, gloriously queer reinvention of an Arthurian legend, which is, that blurb is by Melinda Lowe, so we love to see it. So I got that one. And then I also got a satin pillowcase, because I've been trying to make my hair softer, and I've been using this 5-step, like, hair repair thing to make my hair softer or whatever, and a lot of people say if you use a satin pillowcase it also helps, so I got one. And then I have the sequel to The Wicker King, which is The Weight of Stars, same author obviously. Oh, look at how cool that is. That's fucking cool. Yep. So now I have both of these. Oh, this one has one too. I just didn't notice it. Guys, that's fucking cool. Oh my god, look, it gets darker. It gets darker as you go. Bitch. Oh, this one's told in like 8 minutes, 1 day, 5 hours, 3 hours, 20. Oh my god, this shit's cool. I might need to read these soon because like I'm like hella interested in what they have happening and how they're told. Wow, the chapters are so short. I'm really fucking excited. Okay. Yeah, so this is my little mini book haul I've got going on here. I bought these 4 books because I am trash. Cat is licking my finger so much. Why? God, he's so fucking weird. He is so weird. He's so weird. Anyway. But yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna go do. And I'll update you later. Hey, it's Tuesday. It's like 8:53. I'm about to go in and clock in at work. It is raining, so that's a great time, which is why I have this on. Anyway, but I didn't really update you guys yesterday on my reading just because, like, yesterday was just, it was a day. I kind of cleaned up the living room. I finished an entire chapter of my fanfic and sent it off to my beta reader. So now the next chapter I'll be starting is chapter 8, which I think this fic is only going to have 10 chapters, so I only have 3 more chapters to write. So that's exciting, which so far only up to chapter 3 is posted on Archive. And then I'll be posting chapter 4 tomorrow. So that's exciting. But yeah, so I'm trying, obviously I'm staying ahead because I'm posting every Wednesday and Saturday. And then I think I'm just going to go ahead and try to finish it this week. Like, just finish the last 3 chapters and just kind of like have them there and then send them off to my beta and just have her read over and make sure everything's good. And then yeah, just keep posting on this schedule. And then I think I'm really excited. I'm going to start working on this other idea I had that was like basically birthed from this song that I listened to, that just really was like, that would be a really damn good idea. But I kind of need to figure out the logistics of it because I'm not exactly sure how far into depth I'm going to go into a certain thing. I'm being vague because I don't know. Yeah, but anyway. Also, I don't have really time to explain it to you because, like I said, it's like almost time to clock in anyway, so I gotta go. But I wanted to let you know I read some of The Mark of Athena by Rick Riordan. Why is the corner like that? Anyway, I hate these paperbacks because they get so fucked up so easily. But I'm on page 304, so that's exciting. Yeah, so I'm like halfway through. Maybe a little more than halfway. But yeah, I'm loving it so far. I think it's great. I love Leo still. He's the best. I can't wait till the next book though, House of Hades, because everybody says it's like god tier. Basically, they say it's so good, and they say that, and then obviously like Nico's gonna be a really prominent one in that, and that's kind of explores like his sexuality, and I'm like, I'm here for it. So I'm excited for us to get back to Nico. Although I will say I do really like the whole plot line between Hazel and Leo, like their backstory. I love that. I was like, heck yeah, let's go, let's get it. So that was fun. That was a good time. Enjoyed that. Anyway, I'm gonna go because it's thundering and I want to like get inside before it starts really fucking up and I get soaked. So bye. Hey guys, it's Tuesday and I had work today, of course, and I'm tired. And I just finished chapter 8 of my fanfic. And I just sent it to my beta reader because it's all I did today. Literally all I did. Okay, so when I was at work, you know what I did? Instead of listening to all the audiobooks, I spent time like figuring out which ones I wanted and downloading yesterday on Overdrive so I'd be set for the week at work with audiobooks to listen to. Yeah, you want to know what I did instead? Downloaded a podfic of a John and Sherlock fanfiction. And you know what? I do not regret this decision. I am fully in support of myself. And then I haven't finished it yet because it's very long. It's like almost 100,000 words. So it's a real long one. The podfic's like 12 hours. So I'm like halfway through. I got done with part 1. Now I'm on part 2 of the podfic. And then I also kind of, once I got home, I switched to the like actual fanfic that goes along with it just so I could keep reading. And so I'm on like chapter 12. And there's like 19 chapters. Big idea I have. And I hinted at it this morning, but I didn't actually tell you guys about it. So I'll tell you guys about it if you're curious. There's this song called The Other Side by Tonight's Alive. And I was listening to it the other day, and it really made me think of Sherlock and John, which is why I started my John Locke playlist, which I usually do a playlist for my ships, because I'm that person. Anyway, so I started their playlist. That was the very first song I put on there. But this song, I don't know, it just makes me think of them, and then also it makes me think of, like, what if Sherlock and John had actually first met in college, and they, like, kind of were, like... They kind of didn't like each other, but then they, like, I don't know, slowly, like, started to click and get to know each other and all these things, and then they just, like, let's just say they just fall like madly in love, right? And they are like in a relationship and they are like to fucking get there, you know? Something crazy happens, something tragic. I'm not exactly sure what that's gonna be yet, but something happens and they end up breaking up. John goes off to the war, and Sherlock, that's when he starts using drugs, and then he goes and starts solving cases for Lestrade and shit and all that stuff. Anyway, and then years later, John is back in London, and Mike Stamford reintroduces him to Sherlock, not realizing the connection there. And it's like, and it'll basically it'll pretty much completely change their first interaction. Although I'm still keeping the Afghanistan or Iraq line because it's one of my favorite lines ever. Because I want Sherlock to be like Afghanistan or Iraq, because obviously he knows that that John went to war, and he wants to know where he got hurt at. It's tomorrow, so I need to get a good night's sleep, so I'm not awful tomorrow. So I'll talk to you. So it's Wednesday night. It's 11:49. I'm about to go to bed, but just thought I'd update. So I did do some writing today. I started chapter 9, which is like the fun chapter, meaning SEX. I was thinking of the song, whatever. Anyway, I did read, I read some of the Count of Monte Cristo. I was gonna read some more of the Mark of Athena, but that just didn't end up happening, and I'll tell you why. It's pretty stupid. So I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I am, but for some reason, okay, I'm on page 286 now of the Count of Monte Cristo, and I'm on like chapter, I think it says XXXXX. I don't know, it's a bunch of X's, it's 3 X's, so like, that's funny, because, you know, anyway, so not the point, I hate myself. I did finish a book today at work. I listened to the audiobook of The Castle in the Mist, which is a middle grade, and it was definitely very weird, but I liked it. It was very atmospheric, which is what I'm finding with middle grades I've been reading. That's the thing about middle grade, it seems, is that they're all very atmospheric and you feel like you're in there with the characters, like where they are. So I like that. I think that's super interesting. So I've been having a fun time with that whole shtick. Yeah, so I give it like 3 out of 5. There were some things that were kind of like but there is a sequel to it, so I might pick that up soon. Just why I didn't continue reading after I read some of the Count of Monte Cristo. The reason why I didn't end up reading some of the Mark of Athena, and it's not even what you're gonna think. You're gonna think she read fan fiction and said, "Bitch, I wish I had." That is not what I did. I got on realtor.com, which, if you guys ever hear me say that, tell me no. Say, "You're stupid, shut up." Don't do that, because it never ends well for me that way. But what I did was, I went on realtor.com and I looked at houses in Santa Fe, which, if you guys didn't know, I used to live in Santa Fe, New Mexico for like a year and a half when I was going to university there, and it was without a doubt the happiest time of my life, and I miss it every single fucking day, and I think about it all the time, and I just am so sad, and I've just been crying because I just want to move back so bad, but Seth doesn't want to live there, and I'm just sad. I don't know, I miss it. I want to live there again. I'm really upset. I just really miss Santa Fe, you guys. I'm gonna go to bed on that depressing note. Okay, I have to be super quick because I need to go clock in, but I just wanted to let you know that I did read last night, and of course, Mark of Athena. I am now on page 372. Me and Seth were reading last night together. It was super cute. He's reading the first book in the Summoner series, The Novice, right now, because I told him, I was like, I think this is one that you'd really like, and he thought the cover looked cool, and it's got like orcs and elves and dwarves and like everything, and also they're like at magic school, and they all have like these little like demon things that look like Pokemon. So I've already read it. I love that series. So he's reading it and he's liking the first book. He's like on chapter 14 right now. So that's what's going on. I gotta go so I can go to work. But today is Friday, thank God, and my chair is getting here today. It is out for delivery, so when I get home, that'll be there. I'll put that together. I'll show you guys my little reading nook I put together. It'll be great. It'll be fun. Gotta go. Bye. It's super fucking late. It's like 12:30. It's not that late, but it's sort of kind of late. So it's Friday, obviously. And I actually read an entire book while I was at work today. I listened to Arasha and the Song of Death, I think is what it's called. And it was really good, and I really enjoyed it. I'm really excited for the next one, because the next one's going to introduce twins. Love that. Can't wait. It's going to be great. But this one was super fun. We got to introduce to a new sister. So it was great. I really love her. I am obsessed. And I love all the little nods. It's like, fight the patriarchy. And like, talking about how there's like this one, like two of these guards that they have to sneak past. One of them is like, that's not bad. Those magazine covers are just shiny. Stop looking at them. And I'm just like, yo. That's so fucking cute. We love it. We stand. Also, the new sister, straight up, at one point, she's just like, I prefer it when a guy can beat me in arm wrestling. And then she thinks about it for a minute. She's like, or a girl. Like, talking about liking them. And I'm just like, I love my bisexual baby. So that was a great good time. Love that a lot. So I am just like having a good time with the series. I'm loving the diversity. I'm loving the stories. I love like the myths and the legends and stuff from like their backstory and stuff. A 4.5 out of 5 stars. Love it. Can't wait to read the next one, because it's gonna be amazing. Down the whole of Twitter today and stuff, because of all the stuff going on with George Floyd and everything that's happened, that I've just been very much looking at all the stuff that is going on and just keeping myself updated, and it's just so fucking heartbreaking, you guys. I'm sick to my stomach with all this that is going on. And I actually, if you want to know what I've been doing, I ranted at my husband for like an hour because he doesn't understand empathy. He's never really understood it. Like, this isn't a new concept, but it just bugs the shit out of me. And so I'm just ranting and raving at him, and I'm showing him part of the live from Jesse over at Bow Ties and Books, and just trying to make him fucking get even a smidgen of it through his fucking big ass head. You know what I mean? Just trying to make him understand something about all this, because yeah, it's just, it's fucking heartbreaking, and I just can't stand it. So that's where we are. That's where we're at. That's what's going on, if you were wondering. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go though, because I think I'm gonna like go to bed, because I'm tired. I think I should go to sleep at this point. I don't think staying up is gonna help in any way with anything I'm trying to do. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. What up? It is Saturday. It's 2:47, and I've already posted chapter 5 of the fanfic, so did that. Maddie left. She went to East Texas for the summer to hang out with family and stuff, so she just left like an hour or so ago. So I'm home alone right now, because Seth is still at work. He'll be here like, I don't know, another 40 minutes is probably when he'll be back from work. I'm gonna make the copycat Chick-fil-A chicken tonight because it sounds damn good. And I'm probably gonna make some apple dumplings too. It's a very southern recipe. You cook it with Mountain Dew. I know that sounds disgusting, but I swear to God, you guys, they are it's like one of the best recipes. It's so fucking good. Every time I make it for someone, they're like, damn. And I'm like, I know. Which, thinking about it, I need to go to the store because I need vanilla ice cream. I need plastic baggies because we're like running out. And I also need some onions because I have no onions. And I have so many recipes I make that require onions. And I thought, because I had bought like one of those big 3-pound bags and I thought I still had like one in there. No, that bag is gone. So anyway, if you're wondering why, I'm just kind of pacing because I'm crazy. But also, I want to show you guys my little new reading nook. And so I'm going to show you. Alright guys, so now we're in my office library area, which you guys already know. There's my desk, my printer, blah blah blah. Manga bookshelf is over there. It still has empty shelves, of course. And then my reading nook, I have this cute little ottoman. And then I have this path spin chair. And then I just have like a little pillow with a pillowcase that says books, I need more books. Which I actually do because I also have all these shelves. So that shelf is full, pretty much. I mean, there's some loose spots. That shelf. And then I have this shelf, and then once you get here, you have empty shelves. Which the reason why the knives are down there is because it's empty, and we don't have like little floating shelves to display them, but we might get those at some point. And then, like I said, I have my manga shelf over here, which that's a picture of me and my brother when I was little. And then that's my Harry Potter Pez stuff that my sister bought me for Christmas a few years ago. And then again, empty shelf. This is like one of my oldest bookshelves, so that's why there's like a fucking thing right there. Anyway, so empty, like half full, and then there's still some space on the bottom one. So yeah, that's my manga. If you're wondering, I organize it how they do at the bookstore. So basically by title and alphabetical is just how I do it. So that's what that is. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this reading nook. I was actually writing earlier on it, trying to finish up chapter 9, and that chair is so fucking comfortable, you guys. I was worried because I had read some reviews that said that you can feel the bars through it, it's not that good, but actually I think it's fantastic. I can't feel the bars. It's very comfortable. I love the little bookish pillow, which the pillow I got to go in that pillowcase is actually very soft as well, so that's great. My laptop's just kind of hanging out right there because, like I said, I was chilling here earlier and writing, so I just kind of put my laptop there. And then there's my books I'm currently reading. So I have the Count of Monte Cristo, and then in my book sleeve I have the Mark of Athena. So, but I need to eat some lunch because I haven't really ate much today because I was like stressed. Yeah, but this is my reading nook. I love it. I think it's so cute. Oh, I don't know if I've ever shown you guys this. I've had this for so long. My friends in Santa Fe, they had this up in their dorm room, but I love Olaf, so they gave it to me. And it says a good book is worth melting for, and you can see like the corners are all fucked up because I've moved this poster so many times. And then I have my Percy Jackson poster that came with my box set of these, so I just have that hanging right there. And then of course I have my Halloweenish lights that go on these bookshelves. I need to get some lights for this one, but yeah. But yeah, that is my little reading area. I'm obsessed. I can't wait to read there in a little bit. Clean, like everything. Like I vacuumed, I cleaned the kitchen, I wiped everything down. Yeah, I did a lot. I folded up all the blankets and put them on top of the thingies. I did all the things, basically. So now everything's clean. Well, except for our bathroom, but that's Seth's job, is to clean our bathroom, so he'll do that tomorrow. But yeah, otherwise, everything's clean. It's super nice to, like, have a clean space. And yeah, I mean, it's about to be 3 o'clock, so I mean, I still have, like, the rest of the day done. And I'll talk to you guys later. Sunday. It's like 1 p.m. and I just wanted to go ahead and end off this weekly reading vlog so that I can go ahead and maybe get it edited today. We'll see what happens. I have a lot of things I want to do today and it's already 1 and that's just annoying. So I did want to let you guys know about something. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I do a book blog, thebookmonsters.com, and I always link to it down below in the description. And I just wanted to let you know that I will no longer be vlogging on there because me and Kristen were talking about the protest and the murder of George Floyd and all the things that are going on right now, and I cannot have someone in my life that their first response is not empathy for all the Black lives that have been lost. Her first response was like, we really need some more anti-police bullshit. And I thought the Black Lives Matter movement just died down because her husband is a cop. And her first response was worrying about his safety. Are you fucking kidding me right now? He's going to have bulletproof vests and partners that are gonna back his ass up and guns, and he's gonna be the one in fucking power because he's gonna be the one in a goddamn blue uniform. And you're worried about his safety, but you're not worried about the Black people that are getting killed every single fucking day in this country? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Anyway, if anyone is curious about that conversation, you can DM me on Twitter, Instagram, yada yada yada. I always leave links to my socials down below. I can send you the screenshots of the conversation, and if you ask me, I will let you know their usernames so that if you are happening to follow them and you would no longer wish to, I will let you know so that you can do what you need to do on that. So anyway, all this to say, I left the blog. I'm not doing it anymore. I have blocked her on every single social media that I have, and I will no longer be continuing a friendship with her. So obviously I won't be linking to the book blog anymore. I may start my own. I'm going to have to research the different blogging platforms and websites that are out there because I know that there are a lot of different ones and I don't know exactly which one would be beneficial for my type of content, because one thing I always wish to do on the book blog is I always want to talk about fan fiction, and it's kind of harder to talk about it in videos. I mean, I still do, as you guys are well aware, but it's a little bit harder, and I just think it would be fun to like have a blog where I can talk about, of course, the books and all that stuff, but I also think it would be fun to like be able to do some posts about like, you know, fan fiction rec lists and what it's like writing fan fiction, and I don't know, just like different things. I just think that would be a really good time. So something like that is what I'm thinking. And I think I might even talk about, like, besides just books, I'll also talk about video games and things like that. But anyway, all this to say, in the meantime, I obviously have Bookstagram, all that stuff's linked down below, and if you want to read my reviews in the meantime, since I did post a lot of reviews on the book blog, I always also do my reviews on Goodreads, so my Goodreads is always linked down below. You guys can follow me on there to see what book reviews I am putting up in the meantime. And as soon as I get the blog thing figured out, I will let you guys know, and I will start linking to it in the description whenever that does occur. If I could go to a protest, because there are some happening in my city, I would, but someone I work with is immunocompromised, and so is their son. And I would never forgive myself if I went and I caught something and then brought it to work for them to catch. And I just, yeah, because more than likely it would become a very serious thing for them, and I am not going to do that. So I'm just doing everything that I can from where I am. Basically, check in on your friends, donate if you can, sign the petitions if you can't donate. I mean, even if you can, but sign the petitions. I'm gonna leave a link down below to one of the resources that lets you know all the things that you can be doing right now to help the situation that is going on and to help the Black Lives Matter movement, because it's very fucking important, you guys. This is very important. This is literally life or death right now, and we need to fucking step up and do something. Alright, so now that I've gotten all that off of my chest, I wanted to let you guys know I did finish The Mark of Athena by Rick Riordan last night before I went to sleep. I've been reading this for like a motherfucking week because, well, I mean, it's pretty big. It's like 574 pages, but also just because this week has been a lot in terms of work, in terms of everything going on, just in terms of everything. It's been a fucking week, you guys. It's been a week. But I finished it last night. It was pretty good. I now understand, because I've always seen people like talk shit about the ending for The Mark of Athena. I see you, I understand, I am also annoyed. But I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I did enjoy it. I love Leo Valdez, as everyone knows. Stan forever. He's amazing. He's the best. He's great. Also, I'm annoyed that we didn't get Nico until like the very fucking end, but he's gonna be probably the most prominent character in the next book. I'm excited for that. When I get to the House of Hades, it's gonna be a great good time. So yes, I finished The Mark of Athena. I did enjoy myself, but I'm mad. Basically, that's where we're at. Yeah. But that is the reading update. And the other update that is going on, I'm still reading The Count of Monte Cristo. I'm still only like 300 pages in, but I do plan to do some more reading on that today, which you guys will see in my next week's reading vlog. So I'll see you guys then.